Hello. So before I get started, I am going to light some sage right here. Set the tone. So just before I get started, I'm lighting some sage real fast. And I will turn off my notifications. Oh, they're already off. Good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone coming on. Thank you for coming. Okay, I invited a couple people. Yep, lighting some sage. So, I rescheduled my readings for tomorrow because I'm still going through some healing, but I did have something that I really feel like needs to be heard today. So I decided to go ahead and listen to Spirit and go live about this. So what I want to say is, oh yes, the energy is weird because Stephanie says feeling so weird energy-wise. Well, we're all going through huge release and change and transformation, having ascension symptoms, all kinds of different things happening energetically and really on all levels of the collective. And we're just going through a big shift right now. So, but I guess this kind of does tie into what I want to talk about. One of the biggest lies that I have found is that in popping a pill, we find ourselves cured of whatever the issue was or has been or will be. That is one of the biggest lies ever, because what pills do is all they do, any form of, painkiller or anything made in a lab, really. Anything made in a lab, anything made man-made, really what it does, say you take a painkiller, okay, to get rid of some pain. All that does is it completely blocks your, it completely blocks the communication between your brain and pretty much the rest of your body. And it doesn't cure or stop anything. It just makes you forget about it. It pretty much just keeps you forgetting about it. It blocks your brain from the rest of your body. It makes the communication, it breaks off the communication that we have between our brain and our body. And our brain is what lets us know, hey, this hurts right now, you need to do something about it. But when we pop a pill and we take that painkiller, all it does is it blocks it off. It blocks the receptors. And it keeps, it doesn't solve the issue. But then there's people that are like, okay, well, at least the pain is gone. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Well, why do you think you have to keep coming back to those painkillers? Why do you think your problem is only getting worse? Why do you think it's starting to manifest into disease or cancer or anything like that? And your body is working against you rather than for you because you're working against it. And, no, Sarah says, sorry, Cece, gotta sit out on this one. Don't agree at all. Alright, that's fine. But That's unfortunate you're leaving before I even get to finish talking, but I love you too. And, you know, that's all that those painkillers do, because, you know, why do you think your issues keep getting worse? Why do you think you're getting cancer or anything like that? Is because you're just ignoring the issues. You know, this pain that we get, it manifests as physical issues the more that we ignore it. And this is something that I learned doing Reiki and things like that. Chrissy says, what about occasional use, like for a toothache while waiting to get it dealt with? Well, I'm gonna go on about this. You know, I'm not just gonna leave everyone hanging. I have a lot to say today. So a lot of toothache. That's some throat chakra problems right there. Which I have had as well. I've had a lot of I've had a tooth removed because of that. But I'll go into it. So, you know, cancer is just emotion built up. You know, it's just any physical pain, that we have is just a manifestation of what we are resisting or are ignoring or are trying to cover up just by popping a pill. You know, we have such busy lives. We've created such busy lives for us that, you know, these pills just happen to, you know, make it so that we continue on and ignore the issues that we're having. You know, it gets rid of the pain for the moment, and then we keep going on about our lives. When I guarantee, if you take a look at it, there's something that you're doing in your life that's causing that pain, and you're just ignoring it, trying to go on with your life. You're putting yourself in a very vicious, unhealthy cycle and making yourself miserable by doing this. And you know, and believe me, you know, before you say I don't know what I'm talking about, I've been there too. I took antidepressants, I took ADHD medication, I took painkillers. I've had trauma and, you know, physical injuries that required medication and things like that. So I'm not saying this because I don't know. You know, I'm saying this through experience, and then also through, you know, research and just through downloads that I get from Spirit. Okay, I'm kind of putting it all together here. I mean, you know, I've been there, and really, you know, those are just, you know, the symptoms we get with depression and everything. It's just because we're avoiding something. You know, we're avoiding ourselves. We're forgetting who we are, and we're just covering everything up with pills. That's all it does. I mean, I have seen, you know, with myself, whenever I was taking antidepressant medication and things like that, I noticed that I was just being turned into a zombie. It completely blocks your emotions. And the thing about that is, you have to, you know, you have to embrace these emotions, or they're not going anywhere. They're only going to grow and grow and grow, because they demand to be felt and heard and accepted until they're released. And no one needs medication. I'm sorry to tell you that, but if you believe that, maybe this can benefit you. But no one needs medication. Okay, that is one of the biggest lies we have been taught, and because all it does is it helps us ignore the issues. And I mean, come on, guys. Have you ever watched those commercials where they're talking about the new medication that came out for depression, or new medication that came out for this disease? What you'll notice about those commercials is that, okay, so they have, you know, a happy, super happy, especially ADHD kids. there's like so many. Okay, I'll go into that too. But if you notice with those commercials, it has like a happy scenario, and just happy music, but then it's like, yeah, with 150 even worse side effects. It'll go on just talking about that. It'll have like a short part of the script where it's like, it can help you with this, and then the rest of like the freaking like 5-minute commercial is saying, but it'll give you cancer, it's fatal, things like that. And it's like, wake up, it's right in front of you, it's right there. And yeah, including death. I mean, you're trying to get rid of depression, but it'll give you that and death. It's like, come on, really, guys. I know that the reason why we do this is because it's just what we grew up in. We grew up in depending on doctors and depending on, medication. It's just kind of what it's familiar, it's just what we know, what we've come to know. And we've not, allowed ourselves to explore, go elsewhere, because it's just what everyone else is doing, Yeah, antidepressants that increase suicidal thoughts. It's like, come on. And I can vouch for that. As a matter of fact, when I was taking antidepressants, it was making it worse. And, it's just, and it does for a lot of people. If you do your research, you will see that. There's a lot of things, emotions that manifest as physical form when we resist them, and, I mean, okay, so for example, even if it's the worst pain ever, I had a car roll over my leg twice. It was because I was in the car and my leg was out the window and it rolled on my leg and then it rolled on my leg again because we were rolling. And, yes, it was excruciating pain. It took hours and hours before anybody got there. And yet, I stopped crying. I stopped feeling a lot of pain because I was like, oh, I surrender. My leg was pretty much the size of a freaking elephant leg. But whenever, I allowed myself to feel that pain, the pain comes and it demands to be felt, but our instant reaction, we're like, okay, God, this, gosh, this doesn't feel good. I need it to go away now. That's our instant reaction. And while that's normal, it's not the best idea to take action on that because we need to feel it. We need to allow ourselves to feel this pain. And, we need to allow ourselves to feel this pain. That is the only way that it will let it go. Our pain has the lessons inside of it that we need to know. That's our body screaming at us. Our body will not scream at us if we listen to it while it's whispering. And if something, traumatic happens to you, like, for example, when I got a car rolled over, I was able to stop the pain by letting my body do what it already knew how to do. Our bodies already know how to heal themselves of all of the issues that we have. But it's our lifestyles and the way that we go about things that keep ourselves from this healing process that we have. I mean, you see proof of it by getting a tiny cut and your body goes, you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to do anything really about it. Of course, give it love, nurture, and affection. Make sure that it's taken care of, that you're taking care of your body while it's taking care of you. But, I mean, you don't even have to think about it, and your body heals that fast. Cancer, I've noticed, tends to, wherever it comes up, whenever we have the ability to heal our own cancer. I have seen it happen, and I have helped someone else do it themselves. Someone had throat cancer. Okay, I did Reiki on them. I did, my own healing technique on them, and I told him what he needed to do. I was able to be there and tell, let's see, I can't differentiate. differentiate reality from hallucination. I've been on meds and they disguise the hall C, but if I miss a couple doses, it drives me insane. You know what? These disabilities, these depression, these hallucinations, everything are gifts that we have. These medications keep us from our ability. If you're having hallucinations, more than likely they are not hallucinations, and they are things that you are seeing that you feel you're not ready to see because of what you've been led to believe. You know, we've been led to believe. I mean, come on, scary movies, and just everything like that. We've been led to believe that the unknown is bad, and they're out to hurt us, and they're out to cause us pain even more, and things like that. But it's not. You know, there's cultures where they actually spend time with these people who have hallucinations or ADHD, anything like that. They spend time with these people, and they get them in tune with their gifts. They help them embrace and accept them. You know? They help them embrace and accept them, and then use them for the benefit of all, for themselves and the all of the culture. And I mean, this goes with pain and everything. You know, whatever. You know, we've been led to believe that this this ADHD or these hallucinations are just, that means that there's something wrong with us because we're not zombified. We're not blind. We are seeing things that are there, but we're told that they're not just because somebody else is asleep and they can't see it. You know? And it's a vicious cycle that we're on whenever we decide to listen and take those pills. You know, whenever we take a pill for anything, the pain that comes up is because we are releasing. It's a release. I know for a fact when that car rolled over me, I was getting rid of some karma. I was getting rid of some karma, like seriously, from a past life. Like, there's been so many things in my life that guarantee for me reincarnation. Okay, I mean, even if you don't, there's, you know, still in this life. Whenever that car rolled over me, I was getting rid of some karma. I was dealing with some karmic debt, and I had to go through it. And guess what? I'm walking again. I'm walking again because I allowed my body to go through that process. You know, I'm walking again because I allowed my body to do its thing. And you know, you have to allow your body to do what it does, and then support it in that. You know, you can't, whenever you're in pain, because of feeding ourselves so much poison all of the time, you know, our medicine, that's the first thing we want to go to. You know, they've gotten good at getting us to do the same things over and over, expecting different results. You know, that is insanity. Insanity is not seeing things that are there, just but not because other people don't see them. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's what we're doing when we take these pills, hoping to be cured. I know for a fact that when they put you on those antidepressant meds, you're going to have to be on them for the rest of your life. You know, counseling, psychiatrist, whatever you go through, you're going to have to be on those for the rest of your life. Because something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. It's human to feel pain, and our bodies will get over it by themselves if we allow ourselves to support it the way that we should, which means, you know, giving it, you know, you feed your body the right things. I don't care what you say. You feed your body the right things. It'll help your metabolism. It'll help your immune system. It'll help you tolerate pain more. As a matter of fact, I don't take any pills for anything. Trust me, I get headaches from doing readings and, doing readings and just working my third eye. I get headaches. But, and then, I get pain still. But, and then, I've gotten hurt and things like that. Sometimes I get sick, but guess what? 1 to 3 days it takes me to heal. I don't know if that's superhuman or whatever, but all of us have that ability. Because what I do is I have the diet that supports my body. I embrace the pain and I embrace what comes with love. And, peppermint oil is amazing for headaches. Like, when I get those headaches, I embrace them. I don't go to a pill and resist them because they'll keep coming. It'll just keep coming, and then it'll get worse because you're ignoring it, and it'll manifest into disease and severe illness. It'll manifest into autoimmune diseases. I mean, those really dramatic diseases and illnesses that we have is from ignoring when our body gave us that whisper. It's like, hey, no, it was whispering to us. It's like, hey, I'm hurting right now. Please do something about it. I need this. It was whispering to us. But we continuously ignored and ignored and ignored and ignored. And it's just going to get worse. I mean, before I realized my full power over my body, which we all have if we support it enough, full power over our body. Before I realized that, I was like, okay, well, I'll take a pill when I can't handle it. It's actually most important to endure it at that time, because you will realize things about yourself you had no idea of, and you would have no idea of if you didn't endure it. I'm not talking about whenever your leg's infected and you need to chop your leg off. So, but I mean, no, of course not. But I mean, even with the leg getting chopped off, there was a decision that stemmed from that, right? You have to bring awareness to yourself so that those dramatic things don't happen. The more we follow our intuition, the more we will know not to go into certain situations where we need to get our legs chopped off or something for that. And, yeah, what Aaron said. We can't keep ignoring it and then get upset when doctors don't solve our issues for us. We have the ultimate control over our bodies. We have the ultimate, I mean, it's not someone else that heals it for us, right? When we get a cut on our finger, someone isn't there constantly every second of the day making sure it stays together and your cells are working together and, all of it is working together. No, it's us. That's us doing it. And if our body can heal the small things, why wouldn't it be able to heal the big things just because they hurt more? We have to embrace it and feel it and learn from it. This pain comes because it, let's see, Heather says, hot, if I don't, my whole body shuts down, no eyesight, no walking. No speaking, screaming in agony for a couple days. No thank you, I'm off prescription drugs, but I guess I have a lot of work to do with the Advil. Oh, well. I don't understand what you were trying to say right there, but, if you have issues without the medication, the Earth, okay? Earth, do some research. Mother Earth provides some of the most amazing natural remedies and medicines. Our ancestors used them. They didn't go into a lab and create these pills we take today. No, they used natural medicine from the earth. And, we're not going to be aware of what can help us because we go to Google and we click the first thing we see because we're in pain and we just want to get it over with. Try to get rid of the mindset of where you just want to get it over with. Say, okay, why are you here? What can I learn from you? What do you need? What do you need? And, even instead of going to Google, looking up painkillers or looking up what your doctor can do, go to Google and search natural remedies, and it'll take you there. Or ask me, and I'm all about natural medicine, okay? I don't use pills given by man. I stopped going to the doctor. Okay, here, I'm going to give you an example of something that... I gave you the example of the antidepressants I was on and the car rolling over my thing, but now I'm going to get a little personal and explain something that's completely natural that causes women pain a lot. And it's PMSing, okay? This is a natural thing. And if you are already disgusted already by me talking about this, you're pretty programmed still, and hopefully I can help you come out of that and keep watching my videos. I might trigger some people, but the triggers are the lessons too. So, and I love you, okay? But, with PMSing, we experience pain because of many, many years of thinking that it's wrong for our body to do this natural thing. And I go through it too. This pain can be excruciating. I go through one day of excruciating pain, but I don't take anything for it. And what we tend to do is we tend to crave the things that we want. We tend to crave the things that we're wanting, but our bodies should not have. So, when we don't support our body in the healing process, it will only get worse. And when we feed ourselves a bunch of junk all the time, when we give ourselves a bunch of junk all the time, that includes pills or, the certain foods we eat, you can expect for it to get worse. We are what we eat. If we're going to eat junk, we'll feel like junk. And, what I decided to do before doing this video, I decided to do an example here today because I realized that even though I naturally have made it a habit to embrace my pain and learn from it, not everyone has. So today, what I did is I went to my womb, okay? I went to my womb and I said, and what I did, so there's this implant called Nexplanon. It's a type of birth control. It's just another kind of pill. It's just another kind of thing that we've been taught to use that's necessary because of, not wanting, because we throw our sacral chakra all over the place, and then we don't want to, deal with the consequences of it. Well, I'm not saying that I did that. I was tired of my periods. That's why I did it. I heard that it got rid of your periods, and I got on it. I was like, all right, let's do this. I am done with this, My pain used to be so horrible in all areas, all areas. I got ulcers. I had issues all throughout all of my chakras or all throughout my body because I was in a constant state of resistance to it. I wasn't embracing it. I wasn't giving it the love and care that it needed. And so I went to my womb today. I got it removed. I was like, all right, this is not natural. My body needs to go through this process. And I'm still healing from spending 3 years without one. 3 years denying my body its natural ability, the gift that we actually have as the feminine goddesses that we are. I was denying myself of this gift that we have. And so today I went to my womb. I was like, I'm sorry. I am sorry I denied you. I am sorry I tried to get rid of you. I am sorry I resisted you. And I'm sorry. I just said, I'm sorry. And then I felt the pain start to go away. I've been doing this more since I've gotten the implant taken out. And now I'm completely natural. Nothing unnatural goes in my body anymore. And I experience a lot less pain than I ever have. I used to get ulcers. My body's been beaten up by myself, and by circumstances I created without, outside of myself. But, and now it takes me 3 days to heal at most from a sickness, from a pain, or if it's severe, anyways, But, I went to my room and then I apologized. And then I said, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me a safe space within my body to release what no longer is serving me. And the pain was gone. Then the pain was gone. I embraced it and I loved it. I gave it the care that it needed. I moved my body. I ate something that supported it. I gave it love and affection and care, and it went away. I would not be on this video today if I didn't do that. I would still be in pain. And that goes with everything. I get headaches and I say, okay, what can I learn from you? And then the more that I just embrace it, it goes away. And yes, Blanca, is that what the purpose of menstruation is? Yes, the menstruation is actually supposed to align with the moon cycles. And and mine does, because the more that I began on the natural path, the more that it started syncing up like it's supposed to. And with the new moon, that's new beginnings. That should be when we're, ovulating. Like I said, this is quite personal. I've lost a lot of viewers already because of this. Oh well, I love you all. This is a natural process, okay? It's a natural thing that happens to all women. But yes, that's when we are pretty much ready to give birth, like when it's the best time to, well, not give birth, to receive, to be able to give birth, in the most non-detailed way. And then the full moon is the release. That's when we're releasing, we're releasing. That's why we're bleeding, because we're releasing. And we're getting rid of more than just our eggs. We're getting rid of a lot of things that we need to, and that we no longer serve us. And that goes just with everything, okay? Every pain we experience is something that needs to be embraced, accepted, and showed affection and care. And our minds are so powerful. All you have to do, we've been led to believe otherwise, and that we need to go to these doctors and these things to be healed, but telling your body and talking to your body and then listening to your body will get you the healing that you need in any situation. When I had that car roll over my leg, I knew I needed to surrender. The ambulance wasn't able to get there for hours. It happened during the middle of the day, and it was already almost midnight by the time the ambulance got there. I had to surrender, and I started listening to my body. And my temperature dropped because I allowed my body, my temperature dropped way down low. Usually the doctors would freak out about that, and they would start giving you medicine. Your body knows what to do. Your body is doing exactly what it needs to do to heal itself. But we need to let it do this. So when I surrendered, my legs started feeling better. I was still in pain, but my body knew what to do to make it to where I wasn't in as much pain, you know? And if you pass out, more than likely, that's what your body needs to do at the time, you know? And if it gets to the point of where it's fatal, that just means even more that you have been ignoring a very important situation inside of yourself. You know, like when it turns into cancer and everything. I mean, even if we have cancer, we can go inside of it and learn why it's there. See why it's there. It always will stem from an emotion, a thought pattern, a belief, the way we eat, our environment we put ourselves in, just everything like that. You know, you gotta listen to your body. You know, your body is constantly helping you. Your body is constantly healing you and caring for you and loving you. It's keeping you here. And why I say it's keeping you here is because we are not a human having a spiritual experience. We're a spirit having a human existence. There's been many different stories of people dying and realizing their body is like telling the spirit, hey, stay a little while longer. You may have some things to learn, you know? And then vice versa. And, you talk to your body, it will do what you're asking. I have gone inside of myself during meditation, and I have talked to my cells, I've talked to my DNA, and I have found huge results just by doing that. You know? Care. The lost law, pretty much. You know, it is pretty much lost. I mean, we've been taught to just ignore, and it'll be taken care for us. You know, it'll be taken care of for us. We'll heal by taking a pill, or we'll heal by getting a surgery. Well, you know, while that may be the case for the surgery, there was something that stemmed from it to get to that point in the first place. We have to listen to it when it first starts so it doesn't get to that point, you know? You talk to your body, you show it the love, you show the pain you're experiencing, the love that it needs, it will go away. You know, we tend to feel these pains because our body is trying to, well, lately now, with the ascension and the mass awakening that's happening, when we experience these pains, it's because we're releasing. We're releasing old thought patterns, old emotions, old beliefs, old programming, things like that when we experience this pain. Especially since we're all going through the ascension and mass awakening now. And, you know, this it's just us releasing it, and what we resist will persist. You know, it will persist because it demands to be felt, because it is here for a reason. You know, it is here to be experienced and learned from. And when we don't allow this to happen, and we don't show ourselves the compassion enough to experience this pain as it is, it'll keep coming, and it'll get worse, and then we will need those surgeries. We will need I'm not ever going to say we'll need the pills. We don't. You know, we really don't. But we will need to have something dramatic happen to save our lives. You know? And, you know, we just need to spend time with ourselves. You know, we get ourselves in such a busy, chaotic cycle of life and it's not supporting us at all. I mean, you do have a moment of your day to talk and check in with your body. It takes 2 seconds. If you have time, longer. You say, okay, what do I need right now? Well, I feel like I have a headache. What could be the reasons for that? Do I feel thirsty? Do I feel hungry? Do I feel tired? Do I feel stressed? It takes a few minutes to figure out what's going on with you. And it all will stem from that moment, you know? If you ignore issues within yourself, you will, like for me, for example, and it comes from by who we choose to be and our lifestyles and everything. If we, for example, I had a thyroid issue for a while. My phone vibrates, so I'm going to lift it up. That'd be important, so I might have to let everyone go in a second. But, like, I had a thyroid issue. I had minor hyperthyroid. I can't even say it. You know what I mean? Hyperthyroidism. And that was because all my life I've been denied speaking my truth. And then I started speaking my truth, and all of the symptoms I was getting started going away. How I truth was by going inward, by learning myself in my life. It's and we are energy. All is energy. And if you don't know that, do some research on that too. I mean, it's been proven. But so that means that what manifests inside of our physical body is also energy. Okay? This energy will get built up and just clot together when we ignore it. When we don't allow the space, when we remain in a resistance, and we're like, I don't want you here, I want you to go away. We have to allow ourselves to have the space to heal. Are you allowing yourself space to heal? Ask yourself that question. If you don't, then start now. And I guarantee if you take the actions to listen to your body and face these issues within yourself with love and no judgment, then you will see healing. You will begin to see healing. And then you will be healed. Because it just demands to be felt. I'm kind of having deja vu with this video. I know I've never done it before, but it's pretty cool. So, that is the biggest lie, that we need pills or anything like that. If we eat the right foods, try to be as natural as possible, listen to our body, show ourselves the love and compassion that it needs when we're in this pain, then we are taken care of. I don't take pills. I don't do anything that isn't natural. I drink water when I'm in pain. I mean water, that blows pills away just by drinking water and breathing into the space that it hurts too. Bringing life force in and breathing into that space. We're 9% water. Water will flush out this clumped up energy that is inside of us, that is causing us the pain. Water will flush out the toxins, will flush out just everything. And, you have to support your body while it's supporting you, or this pain will only get worse. You don't need a pill. You have all of the power inside of yourself. You are in control. You have full say and full control over your body. So, and I have a whole book of natural medicines. If you have a question, with a broad and variety of different illnesses and things like that, whole book of natural medicines. If you have a question on how to find the natural way of dealing with something that you have, go ahead and PM me. Go ahead and message me, comment on this video on my YouTube channel. And, do what is necessary to live a longer, happier, healthier, pretty damn much pain-free and superhuman healing life, you know? So, what do you suggest if someone's body wants to be close to the person that caused the pain? That is your way of working through that issue, or it is your way of being attached to that feeling. There's a lot of people that will not agree with this because they are used to and familiar and want to remain in that place of discomfort, which has become comfortable because it's familiar. They're used to the pain. They're used to the, and pain in all different ways. I mean, mental, emotional, physical, whatever it is, they're used to this pain. And so it's familiar, so they don't want to get out of it because it's their comfort zone now. But if you get out of that comfort zone, you will feel freer. You will break those chains. You will grow your wings and you will fly away into happiness, health, vitality, all of it, Norma says she wants to do a video with me one day. Natural healing with Norma and Cece. Yes! I love that. Let's do it. So, I'm not speaking because of no reason. I'm not saying it just to get my opinion out there. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from spirit. I'm speaking from research. Everything. And, everything can be learned from. If you deal with hallucinations, voices, things like that, guess what? Those are your abilities trying to come up to the surface. Those are your abilities that you have received coming here to Earth. And because nobody else has them yet, you're wrong for having them. No, you're not. You're special. A good kind of special. A good kind of special, You're superhuman, as they would try to explain it, It's good. This is a gift. Pain is a gift. It can be learned from, and we can grow from it. We need to give it the love that we need. Okay? So, let's see, do I have anything else? I feel like I'm missing something, but yet feel like everything I said needed to be said. And like I said, when we're going through pain, it's release as of lately. If you're experiencing pain and you're awake, you're waking up, that means you're getting rid of old programs, old beliefs, old emotions that no longer serve you, And so we need to do natural, so I just saw Aaron's comment and he said natural healing in it, so I said natural. But we need to, give it care and attention. If we're waking up and we're experiencing these pains, it's a good sign. Pain isn't bad. We've been taught to ignore it because it gives them money, It's profitable. You can make money off of it, and that's all it's for. It just gets us to ignore the issue and gives them more money. And them, who I'm talking about. So, but stop ignoring yourself. If you're miserable, if you're in pain, if you are unhappy, if you're going to the doctor all the time, start loving yourself. Start giving compassion. Start caring for your pain. Start embracing yourself. Start facing yourself. Face your shadows with love. Face yourself with love. Stop ignoring yourself. Not everyone has been neglected their entire lives, but aren't you tired of being ignored anyways? Who likes being ignored? Our bodies sure the heck don't like it, and it'll keep screaming at us until we listen to it. Listen to it when it whispers. Listen to it when it whispers to you. You know, check in every single day. Take a few seconds to check in with yourself and see what you need. And love yourself. You know, you are loved. You deserve that love. Every single one of you deserve that love and affection and care. So give it to yourself. You know? Once you keep giving it to yourself, you'll see it blossoming in all other areas of your life. So, I love you all. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for coming, and I hope that I will be able to, or, you know, this helped you in some way, you know? I saw something that caught my attention. Same with addiction. If you look at it as a disease, then you will always be dependent of others to help you find the strength within. Yes, I have been addicted to things before. Addiction is just another habit, another thing that we've allowed ourselves to depend on. You know, you do have to find that strength within. Find that strength because you have the power. You do. I mean, wake up and see it. Take your power back. Take it back. Stop giving it away. Take your power back and use that to live the fullest life and the happiest life that you can possibly imagine. So, I love you all.